Today we're going to talk about the recipes for perspective in urban sketching. Thanks to Monica Mercedes for asking the question of how you could improve on perspective in your urban sketching. I have two recipes to share with you. The first one is a 1-point perspective, and the second one, of course, is a 2-point perspective. I'll talk about when you could use them and when you should avoid them. There are little tips that you can use in your own urban sketching activities. Vanishing point is where all the parallel lines were parallel to the surface of the earth, right? And where they all vanish into, such as in this picture. One thing to note is that vanishing point VP is always on the horizon line. The dot that I always put or X is always on the horizon line. And the horizon line, of course, is the line that divides the sky and from the land. Sometimes you can see it, sometimes you cannot see it. When you're drawing a row of shops, for example, the horizon line is behind the shops. You can't see where the sky meets the land, so you can't see the horizon line, so you kind of have to guess where it is. But a very good guess would be to see where the vanishing point goes into, and that's where the horizon line ought to be. Another thing about the vanishing point is sometimes it is on the paper, sometimes outside of the paper. And when it's outside of paper, you just have a lines that goes straight out into the vanishing point, but it is outside of your composition, so to speak. Let's start with 1-point perspective. When would you use it? Well, all straight line goes into an infinity point. Well, such as these scenarios, you can see in these pictures, they sort of go into an infinity point. So here's tip number 1. Don't put the vanishing point in the middle of your paper. There are some tutorials that basically you draw an X across the paper, and where the dot crosses, where the line crosses, you draw the vanishing point so it's in the middle of your paper. That's boring. Use the rule of third, much like composition of your photography. You can put it in any of the intersecting point between the thirds on the paper. That's much more interesting. Of course, as I mentioned, your VP could be outside of the paper, and that's fine too. Once you decide where your VP is, you can put your finger on the paper and you can draw all the radiating line away from where your finger is, and that's really helpful as a guide in your drawing. Of course, put an X on the paper and basically draw the radiating lines from the X itself. That's also possible. Tip number 3. Size difference is exponential with regards to the distance. The nearer the object, the bigger it is, and it is bigger by exponential size. So one of the things that you have to remember is that when the object is nearer to you, you have to draw it much bigger than you think. When it's further away from you, you have to draw it much smaller than you think. So watch out for overdrawing the far item and underdrawing the near item. 1-point perspective doesn't work when the road curves. Remember, this recipe is only when all the lines are parallel to the end. To the vanishing point, that is. Sometimes in the drawing, there is no lines, but you can always use lines with pencil or pen or even watercolor to draw the lines to create perspective radiating into or away from the vanishing point. Now we'll talk about 2-point perspective. We're talking about drawing a rectangle or a square or a box, a rectangular box, and you're looking at it from an angle, from the corner. That's when you use a 2-point perspective. It could be a house, it could be an object that fits that description. I'll give you some tips to draw 2 points perspective in urban sketching. Tip number 1. You are actually drawing a triangle. Well, the thing about your mind is telling you that you're drawing a rectangle. And so your hand wants to draw a rectangle, but no, actually you're drawing a triangle, because in a 2-point perspective, it is always two vanishing point on the horizon line, and they are basically intersecting in the sky. And so it's a 2 points and another point in the sky. It's a triangle. So you must think triangle and not rectangle. So that is counterintuitive. You got to remember to fight the urge of drawing a rectangle. It is not easy, but it is something that you got to remember when you do 2 points perspective. Tip number 2, be aware of your own eye level. The higher your eye level, the higher your point of view, the flatter the triangle. The lower your eye level, the taller the triangle. This is something that you have to be aware of. And as you can see in the video, the triangle elongates when the eye level goes down. Tip number 3, moving left or right compresses the other plane. So when you move left, the right plane compresses. So when you move right, the left plane compresses. Tip number 4, this is obvious. The two vanishing points in a 2 points perspective goes onto the horizon. Means that you got to make sure that all the radiating lines from these two vanishing points goes into the same two VPs. So that's it. Thank you, Monica Mercedes, for asking that question. I hope that helps you with your understanding of perspective for urban sketching. Hope to the rest of the audience that helps you too in some ways. And stay safe wherever you are. Peace out.
Yeah.